All right, so I'm going 30 days. No meat, no sugars, well, light sugar, and no bread. And I'm gonna work out 3 days a week or 4 days a week, hard, and see what happens. So I might go to the gym. Wish me luck. Alright, it's a check-in. The halfway mark is today, March 15th. So I've been working out hard for the last 2 weeks. And I haven't had any meat. I haven't had a lot of sugar, and I haven't had any bread at all. I did have some shrimp, but I haven't had any meat. But I haven't had any bread. And I've been watching my sugar as far as like snacks, as far as cookies or anything like that. I haven't had that. I've really been focusing on eating more fruit. I've been eating rice cakes. I've been working out 3, sometimes 4 times in a week. Just been getting in there early. I feel different. I'm not sure how. I haven't really compared my first pictures to my pictures now. So I'm gonna put a picture of the progress so far. I haven't compared yet, but I know I feel different. I feel better. It's easier for me to work out. Things that were hard for me when I first started are easier now. So I'm interested to see how the halfway point progress looks. So we'll see. Like I said, it's the halfway check-in. I'm almost there. So hopefully this progress will, give me some confidence to keep pushing for the rest of the month. So that's the end of my 30 days. I did all of that work within the month of March. I feel like it's been a long time, man, but it's only been 30 days, and I definitely can tell that my body has changed. I feel stronger. Some of the workouts that I was doing earlier that was hard for me, it became easier. So I'm excited. I made it. I stuck with it. I made it all the way to the end, and I'm probably gonna do more. I think I'm gonna do another 30 days to see what happened. And shout out to Jeremy Ethier. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but once I found his YouTube page, I started pulling from the things that he was saying and the workouts and just the days that you train, how you train, the body parts that you train, how you do certain workouts. And then the diet was really a big part of it. Like I said from the beginning, I was gonna do no meat, no sugar, no bread. I stuck with the no meat. I did have some seafood, some fish and shrimp throughout the month. I stuck with no meat. I did no bread for the most part. I did have some pizza a couple times, but no bread. I didn't eat as much sugar or sweets, and if I did, it was something like a caramel rice cake. I didn't have any cookies or anything along those lines. I think I have some results just in 30 days. I really just cut my calories. I started burning more fat, and I definitely feel different. After all of that, I do have a couple of tips that I would want to give personally that helped me keep going, that helped me accomplish this 30-day challenge that I really set for myself. With that being said, tip number 1. So tip number 1 is to find the best time to work out that works for you. Some people, they go to work out after work or at night or in the evening. And that may work for them, but I found out early that didn't work for me. After going to work and then getting off work, coming home, I didn't want to come home, change, get ready to go back to work out again because, you know, I have a family at home. So what I decided to do was wake up earlier. Woke up 5 a.m., went to the gym, got my workout in before I did anything else, while everyone else was sleeping, before I went to work. And it was hard for me to wake up early in the morning at first. I'm waking up that early consistently, but as I kept doing it and the days and the weeks went by, it just became normal to me. When it was time to get up, I just got up, came to the gym. Before you know it, I was ready, I was energized. And when I got done working out, going home, showering, and ready to go to work, it became my routine. And once it became my routine, it made it easier for me to move to the next day. Tip number 2, the nutrition. That's something that a lot of people struggle with, something that I struggled with personally. You know, you can't just work out and think that you're gonna see results. Nutrition is probably more important than some of the workouts. What I found that worked for me is to have a challenge. You know, I challenged myself not to eat any meat, not to eat any bread, not to eat too many sweets and snacks and things like that. But what I had to do is I had to do research to find out what I could do to substitute the protein that the meat gives you. So I had to do a lot of research. I had to know if I'm not gonna eat meat, I need to eat more things that's going to give me that protein that I need. Definitely have a plan for your nutrition and know that you can't just work out and think that results are gonna come. Tip number 3, being consistent. You want to be consistent with your workout. You want to be consistent with your diet. Those two, like I said earlier, they go hand in hand. But if you're not consistent with both of them, then you won't see any type of result. Like I said, I did this in just 30 days. And for me, I don't care what anyone say. I know I feel different. I see some change in my body. I'm losing a lot of fat that's at my belly area. And just for 30 days, I see myself losing it. And it kind of shedding and burning off. So moving forward, if I'm consistent, I'll definitely see more of that. So being consistent is another tip. And that's kind of like a obvious tip, is to be consistent. You can't just be consistent with your workout. You can't just be consistent with your diet. You have to do both. What I started to realize is that as I was being consistent, it made things easier for me. I understand the foods that I was looking forward to eating, whether I was going out to a restaurant or if I wanted to just have a snack. I knew what to look for. And the final tip that I have from my personal journey is to plan ahead. Planning ahead has helped me so much in this last 30-day challenge that I gave myself. I mean, not just with your nutrition and your diet. Some people meal prep. I didn't meal prep. But I planned ahead. So that night before, I knew what I was gonna eat, whether it was for breakfast, lunch, dinner, more importantly, my snack. Because sometimes when you cut your calories down, you're gonna be hungry. I knew that I drank a lot of water throughout this whole process. So I had things like bananas, avocados, grapes, just a lot of different fruits, rice cake, things like that I had planned, that I had with me. Anytime I had an urge to eat something, I wanted to make sure that it was low calories. Now for the workouts, that was something that I experienced both ways, because sometimes I had it planned what I was gonna work out on, and sometimes I didn't. And really before I came across Jeremy's YouTube, I was going in the gym sometime and just knowing that I kind of knew the workouts I was gonna do, so I would just go and do those workouts. It really wasn't a lot of planning going into the workouts that I was gonna do or the routine that I was gonna do. But he definitely helped me plan ahead for my whole week. So knowing that Monday, Tuesday, I'm going to do push workouts or pull workouts, what muscle groups I was going to work out. And Thursday, Friday, these are the muscle groups I want to work out. These are the workout routines I'm going to do. These are the type of workouts I'm going to do. And just having that planned ahead, it definitely made my workouts go smoother. When I got in the gym, I didn't really have to think too much. I just went in, I knew what I was going to do, and I knocked it out. So shout out to Jeremy for giving me that guide that I needed. If I could change anything, and what I will change moving forward, because I plan on doing this for an additional 30 days so I can see the difference between day 1 to day 30 versus day 30 and day 60. I could change anything. It would be to probably work out more with a partner, because I did this solely by myself the entire time. It worked out, you know. I don't have a problem with working out by myself, but as I got later on in the month, obviously my body got stronger, some of the workouts got easier. I couldn't really push myself as far as the weight too much because I didn't have a spotter, and I wasn't gonna hurt myself trying to do something if I wasn't gonna drop a weight or fall or something and find myself on Instagram going viral because I hurt myself in the gym. I hope this video can help someone. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below. If you have any tips for me or any challenges for me, leave that below. I'll try to do any challenges. Let me know if there's anything that worked for you that you suggest for me. As always, you know, my wife, she'd kill me if I didn't say subscribe to our channel. This is just one thing that I'm doing, going on my workout journey. We have a lot of other things that's going on in our lives. If this was interesting to you, if this helped you, subscribe to our channel, see what else we got going. I think we have a pretty cool channel. We touch a lot of different topics. We do a lot of stuff, just day-to-day stuff of a young couple trying to survive in this crazy world. Thank you for watching. I think I had some results. If you don't think I had any results, if you don't think the picture changed, oh well, I don't care, because I feel much better. It's just been 30 days, and in the next 30 days, I'm gonna change even more. So thanks for watching. Peace.